Greetings, everyone. Happy Halloween, All Hallows Eve. I just realized that I have crazy cats behind me on the screen. Hopefully, they don't do anything super crazy. Um, but good evening, everyone out there in the realm of Twitch and beyond. I would say it's super spooky, but we're just doing a normal session, so I don't think there's anything super spooky going on tonight. Um, Thanks to all of you for being here, as always, as you tune in every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central, unless there are sicknesses that affect us from time to time, because we are human, unfortunately. I wish that weren't so. I would love to be a cyborg and just be like, illness, what is that? Yeah. But it doesn't work like that. So, thanks to everyone for being here, showing up tonight, hanging out with us every Sunday night at 8 p.m. as always. If you're new here, just really quick, I'm Tim Anderson, aka Renfill. I'm joined by Joey Anderson, aka Bim. We've got Bounty. We've got Christina, aka Chrisma. We've got Sparrow, aka Galoon. We've got Skinny, and Thamius, who is aka Nathan Napalm. And we are on to episode 5 of the Weave in the Void campaign, which is our homebrew campaign as we continue to play throughout the world of our 5th edition setting, which is created by myself, Bim, and Chrisma. More information over at weaveandvoid.com or patreon.com/wandering hermits. We are live every Sunday night. And of course, you can watch these after the fact over on our YouTube channel at 11 a.m. Central Time on Wednesdays. And then if you haven't already watched, you can watch the prequel campaign, which I think it was like 10 episodes, 12 episodes, something like that, which was level 1 to 4 as we did the Escape from Parthana module, which comes included with our source book that you can get a copy of. But in the meantime, we're actually in the depths of season 1 right now, going through this first story arc. And when last we played, our party was heading southeast out of Forkland, heading towards a cave where they were going to attempt to hide out with this elven mage they have in the party called Linder, who was from the city, who had been grievously injured and was in hiding, but had been on the mend. And then something happened. She was somehow attacked with quantum magic, and her wounds started to regress. Now, there was another elf, Taller, who was in tow, and the reason you guys decided to get them out of the city is because whatever was happening to them was happening fast, and you guys were worried about another potential plague outbreak happening. And so, not only that, but there was the mention of this is a trap. So the decision was get them out of town. What's going on politically right now, for those who are just tuning in for the first time, is that the Church of the Elder Ways is actively seeking out any elven mages and rounding them up into concentration camps. And there's basically an underground railroad scenario going on in certain parts of the city, and Bounty is actively participating in that and helping fellow elven mages escape. Bim has helped out a little bit here and there. Crispin has helped ship some of them out on her ship, which is back in Forkland, the Silver Trident. And Galoon's Tavern is where the meetings have been taking place in the underground caves underneath the cellar. Sorry, I paused. I got a cat attacking my foot. I'm moving my foot. Hang on, let me move over here. um, anyway, the decision was made to get her out of town because you needed cover to be able to get her out on the ship, and it was going to be a few more days, and the wounds looked grievous enough that you wanted to get her out now rather than wait for the shipment. In the middle of the travel southeast, the male part of the group died. Taller passed away in the night before. You guys then slept, woke up, and had a little bit of an encounter where Bim thought he sighted and did actually sighting the Great Gizmo, which was a albino boar that he had been set out to hunt. And with the help of Bounty and Thamius, he was able to track down and kill Gizmo along with his legendary brother Black Tusk, which was an unexpected bonus. They have now returned to the camp with those tusks and the hides and some of the meat and those items need to be held onto because they'll need to be turned into Bim's tribe for proof of conquest. While that was taking place, you guys came across a caravan of church paladins who were hauling a group of elven individuals. Who knows if they were mages or not? They were in chains and being dragged along behind wagons down the road, but too many to do anything about. The numbers were too great, so you just bypassed them. Um, Galoon and Chrisma had a run-in with some people in the forest, decided to take the wagon south. Skinny met up with them, and then when they came back around to meet back up at the camp again, they met up with a couple of paladins who were sticking their nose into the business and realized that they had in the back of their wagon a suspected um, convict, and they had a little bit of a brawl. They were successful, managed to off the paladins, stole their whatever was on them in terms of valuables, rolled the bodies into the brush, covered them up, and then returned back to camp. By the way, did you guys take the horses? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Oh, that's right, because you had asked if they were branded in any way, and they were not. Yeah, you'll need to ditch the livery, but yeah, the horses will be good. So you managed to return to camp. As you returned, you found Bim, Bounty, and Thamius cooking up some bacon over the campfire, and it's probably midday at this point. Or no, you guys have done that. This is the evening time. You're returning back on the second evening. Um, we should roll to see how Talia is doing in the back of the wagon. Linder, sorry.
I was gonna say, and we had roll. You had us roll previously too for Constitution checks for something.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
The day has passed, so Bim, Bounty. Who were the ones who failed their saving throws before? Bim, Bounty, and Skinny, I think, because Chrisma had made hers, or was it? Did
No, I
Chrisma?
didn't fill mine.
Okay, so it was Skinny and Gloon that didn't fail. So it's Bim, Bounty, and Chrisma. You need to roll a Constitution check, because previously you'd just been feeling a little maybe allergies or something. Did somebody just roll a one?
That's
Two
me.
people rolled
Oh, and
ones.
Bounty.
Do I need to roll as well?
No.
Okay, okay, okay.
Oh wow. And you guys still have bless on you, which we need to get rid of. Hold up.
I yeah, I think I have the effect of bless still on me.
Yeah, we need to get rid of
Yeah.
that.
Me and Bounty have been hanging out too much. Both rolled ones.
Wow. And you rolled one on
It's
your
terrible.
extra roll too. That's a double one.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, that's terrible.
Jeez. Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are finishing up dinner, Bim and Bounty, your allergies have progressed to you're starting to feel a little feverish. Chrisma, you're doing okay. You
What
still
was in
just
that bacon, Bim?
I think it's just from the adventures that we had. You know, all that excitement and everything. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like crap too.
Okay.
I think it's all the excitement, and plus I
Yeah.
I did almost die, so
That's
gotta
true.
be what it was.
It's got to be the
Adrenaline.
side effect of death, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll roll a saving throw for Okay. The night has come, and since it's already night, the camp's already set up. You could choose to travel at night, or you could choose to rest and continue on to the cave in the morning. What is the choice?
Galoon, you guys said you saw someone kind of like snooping around here earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, 2 paladins we took care of. Rolled them down in the ditch so nobody can find them right away until they start stinking.
Let's roll to see if they got found. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Oh
I'm teasing.
That's what I
What?
I'm just
Oh,
kidding. All right, you guys gonna
But
make
how's
camp
our-
here for the night, or are you gonna move on and try to travel at night?
How's our timing for everything? Like, how many days into the other one coming back, and or we were well. I guess it doesn't matter about us getting these guys out of town now, but
You guys had traveled a day, camped for the night, woke up and the guy had died. Woke up the next morning. We're having breakfast, and then Bim
Just
took
more
off and
fun.
on visit. So
Yeah.
this is the end of the second day, but you haven't actually. You have another full days of travel to get to the cave that was mentioned to hide out and have her in hiding. Um,
Can we
and then
can we make it to the cave in a night's journey or no?
no, but you could make
What,
progress towards there.
Charisma? You have a shipment thing in 2 days. What if you go back to honor that, so you don't, burn bridges with your company? And maybe if you want someone to accompany you,
I was gonna say she probably shouldn't go alone. Yeah.
right? But I'm just worried that our trip is going to take more than the 4 days that they're expecting her.
It could. You never know. Um,
That shipment was also to get one of these, like to get these guys out.
It
well,
was,
that
but
was the cover. The cover
the cover.
was yeah, but it's
So we're
what
giving up on
Bounty's
that.
suggesting is for Chrisma, if she wants to maintain good relations with the Fuwar Trading Company, she should probably go ahead and take that shipment up the coast to maintain the relationship.
And
Right.
yeah,
And the elf stays in the cave or wherever
Mm.
it makes it.
I saw
Okay.
Kitty Tail.
Yeah, she's stepping on my keyboard now.
That's
I
her
just-
favorite place to walk.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with Bounty.
That makes
I
sense.
What do you
don't
think,
know.
Chris?
But somebody needs to probably go. If she decides to go, somebody probably needs to go with her.
I can go with her. Or
I'd go with her.
Okay. Yeah.
So Bounty is going to go back with Chrisma. Anybody
Don't we
else?
need you with the elf though? Like, aren't you the only healer to even semi take care of this person?
It's a trap. I don't feel like I need putting my hands even anywhere near them. The only thing we tried was Thamius tried because he wasn't,
Well, our
and that didn't
magic
work
are
out well.
different though. I'm using.
But last
Right. So
time,
maybe you're better.
I'm
Maybe you are better
far.
too.
No, I'm
Maybe
far.
I
Put a
should go with
stand on.
Chrisma since I can't heal her.
No, I'm not going to touch her because I'm far.
Oh.
Who is a elven
Good
mage
point.
said it's a trap.
Right.
So that's why I didn't go near her after that. And one of the persons already died, so I don't think she has long to live either, probably. So I don't know. I don't want to lose the Christmas, connections and traveling things over this person who don't even know who they are. They could be a trap. They could die tomorrow.
Okay.
Really quick to answer Mujin, I do. I don't know where it's at though. My beard pool.
It's
It is.
lost.
It's
It'd be funny if it was in your beard.
it's it's somewhere here in the room. That
Oh, it's-
stick. I don't remember where it's at though. Chris might know where it's at. Do you know where my stick is? The beard stick?
Oh, have you been doing private beer dances for Chris?
Maybe. You never know. All right, so Chris is gonna go back. Bounty wants to go back with her.
Yep.
Anybody else going back with those two?
If I get speared by another boar, Bounty. Man.
All right, so just those two. So stay the night, and then next morning you two are gonna go back, and then the rest will continue on.
One thing though, if she's making that trip, that means we're like permanently being split up, or at least for a
Right.
long time. So,
A few days. No, because you're going to go to the cave, drop off the elf, and go.
we're just dropping her off to die there and leaving her.
I know.
Sure. Why
I
not?
know.
We don't
It's
know her.
messed up.
That
She's
doesn't sound like a plan.
Well, I'm sure.
or we could turn around now and
I
go
was gonna
back and
say,
catch
yeah.
the day 4 and get her back.
Yeah.
Put her back on the ship
They're
with
not
the
going to let us
shipment.
back in the city with a sick elf.
That is a
Oh, I'll have to smuggle it
problem
back
too.
in.
Yeah, they about didn't let us out with the sick elf.
Yeah.
Right. Didn't we have to?
I could
Did we
cast
fight?
invisibility on her.
Mm-hmm.
The
and
other
then
thing to think
smuggle
How
her
long
about
in.
is
does it
that
last though?
Let me check.
the other thing to
I
think
think it's
about is
only-
that taking her to the cave is because Bim knows that cave. So it's just like an abandoned cave. That's a cave where there's other hunters that come there. There are other individuals that are around that would be able to network with and get her to safety. So it's not just like they're just taking her to a cave to drop her off
okay.
and let her die.
That's
I
true.
see.
And my invisibility lasts an hour.
Okay.
So that would only
Yeah,
get
no.
us in the city.
Well, get us
Well,
past the guard.
Yeah.
yeah. If we get her to the cave, I can talk to somebody. I'm sure find somebody to get her out.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that way you'll only be about a day behind us. Maybe 2. I don't know.
Yeah. How long is the trip? If he goes on the boat with Chris, how long a trip is that? If we
Oh,
miss the boat.
no. We're not going in a boat. We have a shipment that we want to ship, I thought. I thought that was the whole thing, arranging a shipment. We're not going on the boat anywhere.
Chrisma would be going on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
It's her
yeah.
ship, so the shipment would come to the docks, get loaded on her ship, and then she captains that ship from Forkland up to Whitecliff and then back, which is about 10 days back there and back again.
I didn't realize that. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I mean, if we go through the night, get to the cave, and then hightail it back, I don't know if we'd make it in time or not.
We could hoof it.
I think so. Just like go
You want
like
Hang
to
on,
orcs through the
hang on,
night.
hang on. You had
Yeah, like orcs through the night.
I got to do the timeline here real quick
Okay. Okay.
because
Yeah, because I don't know if it would work.
you
out
had
or not.
talked to the guy that day, and he had said 4 days, right? Well,
Mhm.
5 days, but it had been 4. And then the next day, you did the dockmaster, right? So that's the first day. Then the next day, you had left. So you're already on day 3. Today you're on day 4. So if Chrisman went back now, like tomorrow morning, she would get back in time to be able to be there for that morning. If she left first thing in the morning, she'd be able to get back in time. But she would not be able to go to the cave and then go back. There's no way to get back in time.
How about
Oh.
how about I just take this girl, and I'll go meet up with some of my old hunting buddies here at the cave, and I'll hang out for like a couple weeks while you guys go back to the ship.
Or we try and get her back to the.
Or
To
we
the
try to
bar.
get her back
Well,
to
I
the
mean,
city.
feel
Like
like
She
we,
was part of the
there for that.
shipment, wasn't she? The
Yeah.
whole reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, they were
according to my
both.
notes,
They were both. The reason that you guys chose to bail is because you weren't sure what was going on with the sickness, and that sickness
And
has progressively gotten worse.
and they were searching for her.
Yes.
Wasn't there paladins like
Yeah.
searching in town for both of them?
There was
Yeah.
a trap
Yeah.
going on.
So I'm
Uh,
not sure taking her back's a great idea.
So
No.
they were actively looking for her. Also, the paladins that you just met on the road knew of her.
that's
The one
true.
who's
Yes.
missing an eye.
oh,
That's why
yeah.
they were all up in your business. It wasn't just because you
Yeah.
had some random elf in the back of your wagon. It was because, oh shit, this is that fugitive we're looking for. They've got her in the back of the wagon. Attack!
Right. Right. I don't know. I guess we could all go. I don't know. What do we guys think?
Well,
Muchin's
without the
idea.
elves, the shipment doesn't really matter. We
Well,
we
except
set
you've
up that
promised.
shipment. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we
Except
set up that shipment to get the elves out.
right, but from a strategic long-term planning standpoint, it would be a good idea for Crispa not to burn bridges with the Fuwar Trading Company because they are a big organization and they're rebuilding, and that's how she's been able to get her ship back up and going and make money and everything else to last like 4 months. So that is probably not a bridge you want to burn.
So we have to split up then, because we can't drop or we throw this person in a ditch. That's our 2 options. That's,
Or we try to get her back into the town.
Muchin
hide
has
her
it
in-
no,
right.
we can't get her back in the town because
Yeah,
they're
that's
looking
way
for
too
her and all
dangerous.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
It's even more dangerous now that we know that the paladins recognized her. I don't
Burn
know.
bridges or toss her in a ditch.
We
is
can't
what
burn
we're down
bridges. Let's be honest.
But we
here.
could
We're gonna
toss her
need
in a
all the help
ditch.
we can get.
to.
Or we split up.
You know, I tell you what, I've got an idea. got an idea. It might be better if I wasn't like if you guys go back to sea and scope it out for a little while anyway before I return. Why don't I take it to the cave, and I'll meet you guys back at the tavern. You guys go back. Make sure you make it in time for Christmas. I'll do what I gotta do to make it back.
Well,
Bim,
I'll have to go with
yeah,
you because
Bim
I
needs to
give
go
Yeah.
with you
out.
because he's got the
Bim
contacts.
knows the
Yeah,
contact.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay. How about that? And then here's the deal though. When I get back, you guys will already be gone, right?
Right.
Because you're gonna be on the ship.
Yeah.
But we can.
Yeah.
But me and Bim can wait for you guys to return.
Well, if it's just a,
Oh,
it's a,
plus, wait a minute. I forgot something. Plus, while you guys are gone, somebody has to figure out the dude,
Mhm.
the
And
guy.
the albatross,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
because he's
And that
there
will
one day
happen.
later.
Yeah,
That's not worth the effort for a couple gold.
He already paid us, so
Nah,
half of it.
tell him it's a dead
Yeah.
end.
All right, so
Yeah.
Thamius is suggesting that he and Bim continue onwards, and the rest of you return. Yeah.
well, yes, but my point is that she has a shipment of tobacco that just has to be run from Forkland to White Cliff. We don't all have to go to deliver tobacco. We can stay and
She's
try
got
to
her own.
advance.
She's got her. Chrisma has her own crew on the ship.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Couldn't she send her crew to do the delivery? It's just a delivery of some tobacco.
Sure, I mean that's a possibility if
That way,
she's needed in town. Yeah.
yeah, that way Chrisma doesn't have to split up with us, and then that way when you guys come back to the tavern, we're only going to be
Does,
a day apart.
does she trust anybody to
That's
captain her
that's going to be a
ship?
good question. Do you trust your crew to let them take your ship without you? And more importantly, because the ship isn't just hers, the ship is all of yours in the sense that she's a part of your party and that ship is a means of transportation and I'm trying to mm, just thinking long term strategically here without, you know,
Giving
micromanaging.
anything away.
Well, not
I
it's
would
not
just,
even a
I
matter of giving anything away. It's just without micromanaging. A ship is a valuable asset in the scope of being
Kidding.
able to travel great distances and to take things with you. If Christmas sends it with, I'm just going to be forthright here. If Chris sends it with
No,
just the crew,
no.
there's absolutely, she's like,
good
no,
answer.
no, 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 no.
But
There's
Yeah.
there's the chance, if she's not there to captain it,
but that's why you have a number two in command,
right?
someone that you
Dice
trust
rolls,
and is,
but
and
dice
the same
rolls,
way, Galoon has a number two taking care of her tavern when
Chris,
she's not there, like Moira.
Christy.
I
Christmas should
I
have a number
I
two
honestly
on her boat, taking care of her boat when she's not there.
Hmm.
my crew that I have is only for a few months, so I don't know if they can, ¿cómo se dice traicionarme?
It's not a matter of betrayal. It's a matter of okay, a tavern is a stationary thing. That's really hard to take away. A boat is a lot easier to take away if the dice decide to be nasty and Chrisma isn't there to defend the boat and we roll for pirates or we roll for storms or you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I'm trying to like in the scope of everything. Yes, she could absolutely send the crew. I don't think betrayal is a problem, Chris, but it could happen. They could decide to steal the ship and go on. We don't. I mean, we can roll for everything, but I mean, I could also. There are things that can happen to a tavern when you're gone. There could be a fire. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff that can happen. If the player character is there, it's generally gonna. There's better chances of success. I'm just putting that out there as an idea of. Um, she could send the ship off. Um, but we'll definitely roll for some stuff, to see what happens because it's a 10-day journey. But they're from what she's seen so far, it's a trustworthy crew and they know what they're doing. So I don't think you have to worry about betrayal. Um,
Okay.
but there's always pirates and storms, and at some point we should probably roll for fires at the brewery. See if anybody blew anything up. My galoon's gone. Um, so Thabius is going on with Bim. Bounty's gonna go back with Chrisma. Galoon and Skinny, what do you want to do?
I'll go back with them to the boat.
guess I'll go back.
Okay, so Bounty, Crispin, Galoon, and Skinny are going to go back. Thamius and Bim are going to continue onwards. All right, so
We're taking the wagon though.
yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
We
You
got
guys
we
can-
got horses, right?
Yeah, you guys
Horses,
can take the
yeah.
Yeah,
horses.
yeah. We have two
Oh
of them,
yeah, they're
Hey,
gonna
we could
travel a lot
travel
faster.
much faster than a couple of days. We can get
Forgot we
there
had
in no time.
horses. I forgot we had horses. How many
Yeah.
horses did we end up with?
Just two.
2.
Oh. Well, hell, I could sit on somebody's shoulder. Like I don't take
Right.
the room.
Yeah.
And how many horses were connected to the wagon?
Just one. So if you were it's the horse getting back is not going to be a problem because you guys are elves and you've got a dwarf, and it's not like two humans. It's all although dwarves are
You got
stocky.
Legolas and Gimli. They rode double
That's
everywhere.
true.
That's
That's
right.
true. So that's not an issue getting back. So, all right. So camp for the night, and then in the morning, Christmas is going to return with Bounty Galoon and Skinny, and Thamius Bim are going to go onwards. All right. 45 minutes later.
Yeah.
All right. First half of the night goes uneventful. Oops, that was not. I didn't roll a 20. Sorry. Oh, it was almost a 20. It was almost a 20. Oh, that is a 19. Let's do watch, please. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of you. Everybody roll a d6. High roll is the person who's on watch.
Oh, Bim wasn't watching anything. Oh, Brock. We left
Brock,
Brock.
hang on.
Oh, that was supposed to be me.
Well, I'll have it count as Galoon. I'll wait for Chris.
1 second.
Put the beaver on watch.
He'd make a great guard.
Oh, roll off.
All right, so Chrisma and Galoon, go ahead and roll again, because you both rolled 6s. So let's see who wins the battle of the rolls. Dun dun dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh
No
my
way!
gosh.
No way!
Hey,
All
they're
right.
both watching.
Again, do it one more time.
Yeah.
I probably should just
Use
have you roll.
percentile.
No
Yes.
mames, me.
Oh,
You gotta be kidding.
the dice are saying they're together.
All right,
Okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
2-person
I'm
watch.
pretty sure.
2-person.
3 times in a
Awesome.
row, it is what it is. All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fate.
they can't sleep. Galoon and Chrisma are on watch on different sides of the camp. I just can't believe that happened 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
What are the chances of that? All right, you're both on watch. It's the middle of the night. Let's see which one of you hears this. Actually, that's the wrong roll. Both of you roll perception real quick, actually.
Will the streak continue?
Oh,
Oh, somebody's asleep.
I pulled 2
Come on,
watches.
Chris.
I expect.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, boys, I
the
saw the
streak's
one.
broken.
All right, so Chrisma's the one who hears this. As it's 3 o'clock in the morning. The party's asleep. Galoon is coming off of her watch and slowly nodding off, but she's not asleep yet. Chrisma just started her watch and hears off in the forest towards the road what sounds like horses and tack and individuals riding through, and catches some glimpse of torches. So horses and torches, that's what you see, and they are, at the moment, you're not sure what's going on. That's just what you see.
So I need to tell Galoon to wake up.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, and tell her that something is coming, and we need to pay. We need to see what is this.
I'll just start going around shaking everyone awake.
Okay.
It's probably nothing. We'll just go back to sleep.
All right,
Just the
5
wind.
more
Chrisma,
minutes.
Chrisma, do you want to go see what this is? Maybe.
Mm, mm,
You're
okay.
sneaky. Come on.
Yeah, you are. Your class is a rogue,
Yeah.
which means you have sneak.
Okay. Mm,
If you go to your
okay.
abilities, you have something called sneak.
Yeah.
Is it sneak or stealth?
Stealth,
Is it
actually.
stealth? It's like
Yeah.
ocultar en las
It's sort of.
sombras. Es como esconder en las
So,
sombras.
can I walk a little
Yeah, but
and
there's a stealth roll you
go
use. Uh-huh.
and see? Okay.
Okay, 14. Yeah, you creep out from your camp and you make your way through the woods and you get a little closer. They're not actually on the road. There's like a they're going through the woods. You remember there was a
Two.
like a path for deer, like a little deer path, and they're walking down. It
Okay.
is 7
Seven.
people on horses.
Okay.
Roll a perception.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You catch a glimpse of one of the individuals has a cloak, and on the cloak is the symbol of the Church of the Elder Ways. So
No.
these are paladins,
Wonderful.
and they are going through the woods. Okay. Okay. They're continuing to ride. Galoon, you're waking everybody up. Um, let's see if our sleeping elf makes any noise. If I roll a 5 or a 6, she's making noise. Nope. She's sleeping peacefully for a change. Um, okay. Let's roll one more time for the paladins. Nope. They ride on through the woods and disappear off into the road and continue north towards Forkland, and you are in the clear.
That's
Oh,
good. Because 7 would have been a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are safe.
We are safe.
But
All right.
why were they traveling at night? Are they looking for us? Man.
More importantly, why'd they bother waking us up? Just saying.
3
Yeah,
o'clock in
for
the morning,
real.
my beauty sleep.
Just saying.
Uh-oh. Well, hopefully they'll ride right past those other guys that you guys ditched in the ditch.
Yes.
Well,
It's
technically they
dark.
were further south, so I think you're okay for the moment.
Oh, oh, good.
All
Okay.
right. So, you go back. The rest of the night passes uneventful. The next morning arrives, and um, you are ready to part your ways. Um, the elven woman in the cart is looking like she's stabilized. Um, at least she doesn't look any worse. Um,
That's
she's
good.
still unconscious, but she hasn't cried out for most of the night, and she's just like asleep right now. Um, Bim, Bounty, and Chrisma, roll Constitution checks again, please.
Do we know what we're rolling for yet, or we're just you haven't told us yet? Or... Oh gosh, those are terrible.
Bounty, you feel fine this morning.
Oh, I feel great. Oh, that fight was awesome.
Chrisma feels fine this morning. Bim, however,
I got
um,
woke up at 3 in the morning. Of course, I'm
That's
not gonna feel good.
and he almost died yesterday.
Yeah.
um, Bim, you have a crushing headache and um, you have a fever,
Oh, wonderful.
and the wounds that Bounty had healed yesterday from your
Uh-oh.
fight with the boar have now opened again across your
Ooh.
stomach,
Oh,
and
gee.
like not fully opened, but it looks like you have a 3-day-old like couple of nasty scratches that are like, if they had been stitched, they might be closed, but they're opening up a little bit, like an eighth of an inch all the way across, and it hurts mighty fierce. Um, you're not feeling too hot this morning,
Yeah,
Bim.
it's terrible. I want my
Dang.
mommy.
Thamius, could you roll a perception check real quick?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he can tell that I don't feel good. I don't think he needs to roll.
Well, the question, hang on. Oh yeah, Thamius, as you wake up and Bim is like, "Oh guys, I don't feel so good." He is reeking of quantum magic.
Wonderful.
Ooh, wow.
Meanwhile, the elven woman in the back is still like radiating quantum magic, but it's definitely gone down since
Oh, good.
the day before when you had first sensed that something quantum was affecting her. Um, Bim is definitely he
I,
feels you're sensing the same level of energy from Bim that you felt from the woman when you were still back and you had tried to like touch her and lay on hands. Like that's what you're sensing from Bim right now.
so I sucked up her evil quantum magic. Wonderful.
Well, I'd like to tell him that. Tell him that he's reeking of quantum energy, that there's something amiss big time.
That's not good, man. I'm a little freaked out. If I felt better, I'd probably be really freaking out.
Do you want to attempt to do anything, Thamius, or
Man, I'm afraid to use my powers on anybody after that horrifying thing that happened last time. I mean, I've got to try to help him, I guess.
Maybe just try doing first aid, like nothing to do with magic, like just your basic healing abilities.
I don't think I have anything like that, unless I had a
Under
potion or
skill,
something.
medicine maybe.
But what would I'd have to have something to use on him. You know what I mean? Like I can't just unless you mean like give him a back massage like in a certain game.
That would be nice.
like a certain game?
Oh,
might lift his spirits a bit. I don't know what else I could do. You know what? He does have a wound that reopened. So
Use some of this alcohol, wrap some bandages on it.
that
Put
might
some,
actually be
you
the
know,
best
take
route
a
at
one
this
shot
point.
of alcohol. He'll
I
feel
mean,
better.
yeah, I might.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't really have anything in my inventory. You would think that I would have like a first aid kit, but I don't. Alas.
Do you have a crowbar?
Does anyone
Yeah,
does he
no.
have a crowbar? Does anyone actually have any sort of healing salves or anything else, or is it just spell based? Because Bounty has spells. I don't think any of you took any medicine kit based things. So the only option here would be for Thamius to attempt to
I could
use
do
like a
like
heal
lay on
spell.
hands. Yeah.
But
Let me try it. Let's just see what happens because we really don't know. We
but
tried it on these, but the people could have been marked or something before they were escaped. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever in the heck even happened. I'm just assuming they escaped because they're fugitives. So let me just try lay. I'm gonna try lay on hands on them.
has he lost any hit points?
Oh yeah. I haven't rolled for it yet, but yeah, he's definitely lost. Let's say
1 hit point.
Sounds good.
Oh, it was almost a 1.
well, let's just say 3. All right, that's fine. He's
Okay.
lost a few hit points. He's just
He's
feeling really
fine.
bad.
He's fine. I wouldn't waste a spell on 3 hit points.
Yeah, but it's more about trying to not make it worse.
The wound has reopened. He's regressing in
Oh.
the same way that the elves
So-
had.
Before he does this, I'm just gonna be like, Thamius, if I die during this experiment, make sure that my tribe knows I killed Gizmo.
Yes, upon my honor. Upon my honor.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
What
so
happens when I try it?
you're gonna attempt to lay on hands then? Okay.
Yeah,
How do you
3
want me-
hit points.
How do you want me? Bent over, stood up?
Just stick
Just
your
cough.
leg out.
Just cough.
Nothing special. Just stick that leg out.
I'm gonna touch your toe with my finger, and it's enough. All right, so Bim, roll a Constitution check real quick.
I already did. It was a terrible one.
Roll better on this time.
Oh, that was a little better. Okay.
Bim immediately feels better. The wound closes instantly. The lay on hands appears to have worked.
Nice.
The shroud of quantum energy that was previously surrounding his body disappears with the lay on
Oh, wow.
hands. Thamius, roll
Uh,
a
Oh, here
wisdom.
we go.
Roll a wisdom.
knew the butt on that whole thing. All right, wisdom saving throw. You said?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Man.
So
Oh
this
boy.
just keeps transferring, is what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh no,
All right.
that's
bad.
terrible.
So
Oh,
here's
that's
what the
terrible.
party's gonna see, and then this is what's gonna happen. So as Thamius does his lay on hands and Bim like and his wounds instantly heal, everything feels good, and this is what as this happens, Thamius literally kind of sits back straight upright, his eyes roll back at the back of his head, and he just keels over backwards, stiff as a board. That's what everybody
Oh
sees for
no.
Thamius. Thamius, you lay
Okay.
on hands, you feel the magic, you feel your quantum energy purge him of sickness, you feel the quantum shield strike, and then your mind is seized by someone else's mind, and you lose sight of all the camp and everything else, and you're in a void. And all you can
Yeah.
sense is this presence, unlike anything you've ever felt before, and a voice that is indistinguishable. You can't tell if it's male or female. Um, Comes out of this darkness into the void. What have we here? Speak. What is your name? Uh, Roll another wisdom saving throw to see if you
Okay.
can be compelled to reveal your identity.
It's Balsamore
I'm
or
not a
whatever the
very
hell that guy's name
wise.
is.
I'm
Oh
a
my!
very unwise paladin.
So, you, however you want to reveal your name, I'll let you.
You'll let me say?
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to say that my name is Drankendor.
You must have
No,
heard
no,
of
you
it.
have to. Yeah.
So you must have heard of it.
Yeah.
Never said that.
Oh god.
I mean, you have to reveal your Thamius, but however you
Oh,
want
okay,
to do
okay.
that, you know.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I would just like to only say Thamius then.
Thamius. Okay. And who are you, Thamius, that you have access to our quantum relics and are meddling with my affairs?
Oh
Oh.
no.
Roll another wisdom.
Come on, dice. Come on.
Oh, that's a little better.
It's a little
All right.
better.
You're going to need to tell him. I'm going to give you some leeway here because
Okay.
you did roll a 10. That's like the minimum that you need to like not spill your guts to this. You're
Okay.
able you feel the ability to resist from within yourself, but um you know, he's wanting to know who are you and how do you have access to relics. You're going to need to reveal something about your past affiliation with the church. Um, you don't necessarily need to. I don't think it needs to go as far as to say that you're an ex-member or anything like that.
Right.
I'll leave
Maybe I
that up.
could just reveal that my father
Cracker
was
Box,
a
you
was
found
a
this
that
little special.
No, no,
special.
you have to have affiliation. You have to have been. You have to have gone through the initiation to be able to bond your DNA with the
Okay.
quantum relics. So he's definitely a church member, but
Mm.
no, I'm trying not to spoil anything, but the general thing
Right.
here is that you're someone who's actively working against whatever this person is doing. And why would you be doing that if you were an upstanding member of the church, so to speak?
But
So
he's just trying to heal. He's not
he's
working against them.
he's I'm
But
trying to
but I'm healing against something they're doing apparently, right? Or something of that nature.
yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
not to give
Whatever
anything
this
away.
guy is. Whatever this guy is.
Yeah, he's fishing. He's fishing for information.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, then I would just like to. I guess I'll just tell them that I've left the church. I don't know. It's the only reason I would be doing it.
Okay. A rogue, paladin, or Templar, not affiliated with the church any longer. Oh, my. What have we here? And what is that I sense? Do I sense elves with you? Elven mages, perhaps? Roll another
Wisdom.
wisdom save, yeah. See if
Oh,
you.
whoa. Wait, something
I
else you rolled
blessed
on
him.
that.
I blessed
Oh,
him.
you blessed me.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 20. That's
Hang
why I
on,
was like,
hang
God.
Sure.
hang on. When
No,
did-
yeah, wait a minute. You're gonna have to take the blessing off because he wouldn't have known that any of this is happening.
Well, I
Yeah.
saw him fall over like that. I'd be like, I'm gonna heal him.
Let me bless him.
Yeah, you might
Um,
try to heal him.
But
But
it's still a 20.
But still, you rolled a 20, so I'll give you that. So, as he attempts to fish for more information about the elves and everything else, you manage to resist that question, and in that moment, you get the sense that he's searching for your location. You can feel a spell coming out to try to lock you down and find out where you are. So let's roll one more wisdom save to see if you reveal anything about your location or not on your way
Now,
out.
do I know? Can I feel that he's doing this?
You could
As-
feel that
as
he's
the-
searching for you. You can hear you could feel this.
Okay.
Where are you? Let's see.
All
Where are
right.
you at? Where are you at, little fly?
You shouldn't have turned find my location on when you accepted that agreement. I'm just
Let me
As
get a roll.
he is he's fishing and he's asking, you hear this voice, where are you, my little fly? Where are you? And you rolled a 19. I can't deny this. You managed to basically just shut the connection off. And you find yourself laying backwards on the dirt, looking up into the sky. And let's see here. Um, have a -4 to all of your wisdom saving throws for the
Oh,
next
you're
24
hosed.
hours. You feel completely drained, as if you had not slept for a few nights. And you just feel completely out of it as you come out of this trance that you were in.
Said for the next 24 hours. Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
A -4 to any wisdom saving throws.
Is there a way to do like mark that on your character sheet so it's part of that?
I think you can, yeah. But you just have to remember to take it off later.
Right,
Is
right.
the question.
Right.
does Thamius have like any wounds on him?
No.
Or was okay, so that was just mental. Okay.
I think if you go into like the wisdom, where's it at? Oh, there's a way to do it. I don't remember now. There's like a modifier that you can adjust.
Yeah, normally there's like a magnifying glass where you can do all those modifiers. I don't see anything on the saves.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I don't
thing
see
for
it.
another time.
Okay.
Sorry, just ignore that roll. I was checking something. Yeah, I don't know how to do anything with that. All
It's
right.
okay. I can just make sure that we do that. And I can, if I have to roll wisdom, I can always just, we can always just take it off.
Yep. So you come to, that's what you just experienced. Everyone else, he was out for about 10 minutes while this was going on. So by this point, 10 minutes have passed. While this was going on, let's see. Towards the end of this, towards the end of the 10 minutes, you visibly saw him. Thamius was like gritting his teeth and moaning in his sleep, unconscious state, kind of moving around. And at the same time, the girl in the wagon was going through the same thing, Lindir. So that's what everyone has just been through and witnessed over the last 10 minutes.
Well, I'm assuming we're all gonna ask him what happened.
Yeah,
and he's,
I would.
would you
Yeah, I would
relay
tell
that?
everyone that there is some kind of force that has, I don't know what's going on, but some kind of force of the church has cast a spell on Bim, and therefore uh, they're trying to use me when I heal to track where we are. I was able to find that part off. But using my magic on them may have helped, but it's going to be very dangerous.
I'm cursed.
Now, Bim, you're feeling good now. You've been
You
cleansed.
feel good now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but okay, so he removed that
Yeah.
from me?
You've been cured.
Okay, so I don't have
Worth the risk, but
the other spell on me
one
anymore.
day,
No.
one day,
Oh, good.
it's gonna get us.
Do I suddenly have a strong urge for a drink again? Just curious.
No, you do not. You do not.
Okay. Okay.
That's different.
Okay.
It's a different stat.
Well, I'm gonna say that we should stick to the plan. We'll throw Thamius in the wagon here, and he can rest while I take us to the cave.
Okay. And
I
we'll see
think.
you in a few days back in the tavern, or are we going on a 10-day ride once we get there?
Well, I guess that's up to you guys when you get there.
Okay, well, we'll either be at the tavern or you'll have to wait a few days for
Yeah.
us to come back for
We're
the.
gonna head straight back to the tavern once I get her set up and everything.
Okay.
So if you're not there, I guess we'll just go about our business.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
hang out at the tavern until everybody gets back.
Right. Don't drink too much.
Ah, never.
We'll see. Maybe Chrisma can postpone a couple days of leaving till you
Right,
get back.
maybe. Yeah, we can try
He is
that.
the captain.
Do some circles in the bay for a day.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to take it really slow and carefully though, and avoid maybe the main roads. Do I know any back ways to
Sure. I mean,
this?
yeah, you've been hunting around here getting
Yeah,
food
cause
for
I'm by.
Galoon's Tavern for the last 6 months, so
Yeah, cause Thamus is in no fighting stance right now. So
no. Well, and also in the grand scope of things, there might be bandits here,
yeah,
but um, neither one of you are elves, so you don't really have anything to fear from the church.
I've got
Um,
an elf in the. I've
well,
got
that's
an elf
true.
in the.
That's true. But I mean, openly, in terms of,
Yeah,
from afar, if they're riding on the road from a distance, you don't,
just
what I
a
mean, it's
just
a
a
little
brownie with
different.
a
Yeah.
couple bodies in the back. Nothing to see, guys.
Nothing to see.
Anyway, I get what you mean. You're trying to stay off the road, and we'll see what happens to you guys. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do two different scenarios here. One, we'll do Bim and Thamius really quick first
Yep.
to see if anything happens to them on the way to the cave, and then we'll switch over and see if anything happens to the rest of you on the way back to town. So Bim and Thamius, you head out on the wagon, sticking to back roads. I'm gonna roll. You need a day to get there. You need a full day. So if you leave, 7 o'clock in the morning, you'll get there 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So let's just say a 12-hour window. I'm gonna roll 4 times.
Okay.
Every 3 hours, I'll do a roll. We'll do a d20 and just see what happens. So this is for the first chunk. Second chunk for sure. Just let me double check here. Okay. So it's during the second. So you've been on the road about 6 hours. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and there are a handful of riders on the road ahead coming towards you. Not able to make out who they are at this distance yet, or even how many of them, but they're on the road coming towards you.
Handful of riders coming towards us. I'm assuming Thamus is still passed out,
How many hours?
resting.
Um, not passed out. No, I mean Thamius is
I'm just
little
Is he?
feeling a little rough, but he's been back sitting down
So
for
he's
six
back.
hours.
So he's sitting back up in the seat with me
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know. What do you want to do, Thamus? Should we? They haven't. I don't think they've seen us yet. Should we try to?
the riders, as in like they could be anything. We don't see markings or
Not
anything
yet.
on them.
They're still far
Ah.
enough away. You just saw
Okay.
something come up the horizon, and
Oh, I see.
maybe some horses.
Might just
I
act
think-
casual.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have we have a body with us. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
hard to
know,
act
I know.
casual. I think we should probably try to get off the trail. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
And like just pull off, like, we're not trying to, because they probably saw us too, right? So
Yeah.
it will look suspicious. So I don't mean like try to hide. I just mean
Oh,
pull off
let's
so
just
they
look
can't
up.
see in the wagon.
Yeah.
Let's take a piss. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
as
what I'm
they come
thinking. Yeah.
by.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. The good old
Exactly.
just peeing in the woods trick.
Nathan in his urine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's following me to this game.
Lubricating the bearings here, guys.
You guys pull off the road, take your little pee break, and turns out it's just a couple of farmers riding their nags down the road.
I'd like to wave at them as they go by as I pretend to
Yeah,
be.
they
Like,
wave back.
hey.
Yeah, keep it in your pants, sir. Have a good day.
Okay, good. Good, good, good.
Good job.
All right, back on the road.
Back on the road.
All right.
You manage to see it one more time. You see somebody on the road, but you manage to just duck off to the side. They pass by. They don't even see you. You eventually make it to the cave. Let's see. Is anybody at the cave when you arrive? Nobody is at the cave when you arrive. It's empty.
Can I tell how long it's been empty?
Roll for it. Roll for a perception. Looks like somebody was here maybe yesterday. When there's
Okay.
some supplies left in the corner. A bag, a leather bag with um, some provisions in it, some bread and cheese. So whoever it was is probably going to be back at some point because they've left some stuff here.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably just gonna set up. Would I have any knowledge of who might be here, or is it?
It's a hunter cave, so it'll be
You never know,
you may
really.
know the person, you may not know the person, but you may know
Perfect.
you
Yeah.
may both know someone that's a mutual hunter person.
Okay.
So that's what you
I'd say
find.
I would say that we just unload the chick, make her as comfortable as possible, and then just hang out because somebody will be back either tonight or probably in the morning, but probably tonight unless they're night hunting.
Okay.
But
Well, I'll let you guys do that, and in the meantime, same thing for the other party. We're gonna roll um, for the party on the way back.
good luck, guys.
Yep.
Hopefully you just get
Hang
the
on.
farmers on some nags.
I gotta put a cat out real quick because he's trying to jump on desk stuff. So give me a second here.
Yep.
¿Lo sacó Timmy? No.
Okay, so if we see a couple farmers, we take them out, right? So they can't report us. Is that what should be doing? Just making sure.
Take your pitchforks.
Yeah.
Pobrecito.
Sam is Christina's favorite. She's like, poor little guy. You just threw him out of the room. I didn't throw him, but that's just literally he got removed because he's trying to jump up on desks. Meanwhile, Smeagol is like passed out on the bed. I think Mary finally calmed down. They get their stitches out tomorrow, Mary and Pippin. So, all right, let's get back to rolling for this party. All right, 4 different rolls. That's okay. You're 3 hours out on the way back, and you see coming up from behind you on the road moving north. You hear this distant sound of horse hooves. And it's a similar situation. You can't quite make out who or what it is quite yet, but there's definitely some horseback stuff behind you, maybe even a wagon. Um, too distant to tell at this point, but there's definitely someone coming up on the road behind you.
We're
Maybe
in like a
bounty.
forest, right?
You're 3 hours out on the road heading back.
Like the surroundings, like forest, or is it
Oh, it's the
animals?
surrounding forest? No, you're out of
Is
the
it forest?
forest now. It's like rolling hills, maybe some
Oh,
farms out here and there, some scattered tree,
right.
copses and stuff, but you're not in the woods.
Okay.
Um, I can make my. Let's see. I can make myself invisible so that I'm not a mage elf target.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually.
Yeah.
And at least
So
you'll be out of sight anyway.
So let me do that. I'll burn a second level spell slot to go invisible.
Okay. So to all appearances, it will be a sea elf, a dwarf, and a guy who looks like he's human.
Yeah. And why were we out here?
Yeah, we're
None their business.
that's right. We're going to Forkland for the booze.
Well, I mean, Galoon was a legitimate business owner. She would have
Right.
there's no reason to hide that fact. Like,
Hmm.
I own the Laughing Badger Tavern and Inn. What the
Yeah.
fuck's it to you?
Right.
Like, like legitimately.
And I'm now that I'm invis, they can't see me and question about a mage or anything.
Oh,
So you should be
yeah.
good.
Because these authorities, I'm sure, will be just fine with that attitude. That'll be just great. Okay.
They're used to dwarves.
Okay.
All right. It comes riding up from behind you. It is 6 paladins mounted on horseback, and behind them is a wagon drawn by 2 horses with an additional 2 Templars riding in the wagon. It's a covered wagon, like a not a covered wagon, sorry, but like a wooden construction, like a carriage wagon. Like somebody's inside of it. It's not a storage wagon or a supplies wagon. It's like somebody's in the wagon. So you've got a few paladins in front, a few paladins in back, and then they're escorting this wagon as it goes up the road. I'm going to roll a perception check to see whether or not they sense the invisibility spell as they ride past. I'm gonna give this a DC of because it's passive. Like they're riding, they're on their way north, they're on their way to Forkland, they're escorting, they're not actively searching for anything. So I'm gonna give it a pretty high DC of 15. But we'll see if anybody senses anything here real quick. We've got those guys. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
Okay, so we've got no, 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 no.
3 of them, yes.
3 of them, and let's see if that's enough to justify actually saying anything is the right advice. I'm gonna roll a flavor roll for this because most of them failed the roll, so it's not like it's putting out a lot of vibrations. It's just like maybe a few of them are like, I felt a tingle in the air. Does that tingle mean anything? It's a 5 or a 6. Yes, you're good. They ride on past, and they don't even pay you any attention. It's just like out of the way, scrubs, and they ride around you, and they're off north into the city. And that was the first roll. Second round, nothing. Third round, nothing. One more block. You are
Nice.
back to
Nice.
the city gates, to Forkland, and it's approaching, early evening at this point, like 7 o'clock in the evening. The guard has doubled since the last time you were here, and now it's not just city watch. It is also church members mingling and helping the watch, and there is a line going into the city. That's, I mean, you can see it as you're approaching the city, and there's probably, I don't know, 20, 30 wagons and people in front of you, and whereas before there was half a dozen guards, now there's like 20 guards, and they're not coming all the way down the line, but they're definitely doing inspections and talking to the first, 5 or 6 people in the line coming out from the gate. That's what you see as you approach the city.
And they seem to be interrogating them. Not interrogating, but like asking what they're up to.
Oh, it's
or-
questioning. It's a full-on,
Yeah.
checkpoint question, etc.
Um,
Is there
could
another
you
way
have
to get into the city?
dealing? Oh, because you're visible now, right?
Yeah, it's only
Like
lasts an
it's been
hour.
an hour. Yeah. Okay.
This doesn't look good then. I
No,
don't
it's
know
not.
unless
I
Unless
was
we have
gonna cook
a.
up a story, but I don't think anything we got is gonna work for you.
It's a walled city, so you would have to
Yeah.
you'd have to go over you have to make it over the wall to get back in at this point. Any of the major entrances are going to be like this.
What about the secret catacombs that were in the tavern? Did they go out of the city anywhere that I'm aware of?
Not that you're aware of. Skinny,
Does Galoon know?
let's see if Skinny has any recollection or knowledge with his. You've been rummaging about, you know, being a spy type. Chrisma might also know of some smuggler entrances. So let's have Skinny and Chrisma roll. Um, is there a lore? No, it wouldn't be a lore. What would that be? I'm gonna go look at the party sheets real quick. What do I want this to be?
I was gonna say I could try and disguise you, but it wouldn't matter anyway because they've been sensing magic.
Yeah, if they can sense invisibility, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it history?
Yeah, it'd be a history check. So
I don't know.
Chrisma and Skinny roll
Or
a
a stealth.
history roll.
Yeah, stealth for knowing where
I'm
to go.
from Forkland originally too. Would I be able to know something from history? I was
Well,
part of the.
Oh, I think I found it.
I think we found something.
Oh, jeez.
Chrisma, go ahead and roll too.
Nice
A
roll.
history roll. Okay, yeah. Chrisma doesn't know of anything. Skinny's heard of a old smuggler entrance. Never actually seen it, but you've heard about it over on the far eastern side of town. Excuse me, not the eastern, the far western side of town, which is the other side of town away from. You guys were coming up from the same gate that you left, which is the southeast. So you would need to go around over to the western side. Um, you've heard there's a. Let me look at the map actually. Let's pull up the city map real quick. I'm gonna close this map, and we're going
Well, I've
to.
I know of an old uh, smuggler's tunnel into the city. It's on the far side, though. We're gonna have to make our way around. To probably better than trying to go through here.
I think it'd be better. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, you guys should have the Forkland map shared now. So it would be over where you see the kind of where the
The
Balthus
estates.
estate is, the Balthus estate, which is
Did
on
you say
the.
west side?
Yeah, but the map is laid out at a weird catty corner. The harbor is to the east, ish. So it'd be sort of south of the Balthus estate, kind of. It does not. You wouldn't be able to see it on the map the way the wall is. It'd be
Right.
kind of west of Mantle's stables and over towards the Balthus estate area. That's where you've heard it being located.
Well, I guess that's the way to go.
Okay. As you make your way across, let's see if anyone. How are you? Let's before we get to the next part. How are you wanting to get over there? Because you're going to be going to the outer part of the wall. Um, you're at the southeastern gate to the city. There's the main gate, which is sort of to the west, and then you're going to be going beyond the western gate, kind of up towards the northwestern part. Um, are you just wanting to go around, cutting straight north? Like, what is your plan of attack here?
Try to go as far wide around so not to attract attention.
Okay. So you'll be going, probably get there around, probably take 4 or 5 hours. So probably around midnight by the time you get over there. I'm gonna roll once to see if there's any patrols on the main road or anything like that as you're crossing to see whether or not everybody sees. I'm just gonna roll a simple.
If it's night, remember we don't need
Yep.
light.
Yeah, you don't
We
have
don't
to
need
have
light.
light.
So we'll see them before they see
Yes.
us.
Yeah, because you're being cautious for anything else. As you are getting to the road, and you're just about to cross, there is a patrol that's riding up into town. I will give you all. We'll just do some very quick rolls here to see if anybody sees anything, if they see you or anything like that. If you see them, just roll stealth rolls real quick. You need to roll a stealth, Chris.
Yeah.
Galen, can you also roll for Brock real quick? Okay, I'm gonna roll a 6 here. If I roll a 5 or a 6, they might hear or see something, but otherwise, nope. They ride on past. They don't hear or see anything, and you guys are in the clear. You make your way
Nice.
around to the northwestern side of the wall, and you get to the wall, and it looks like just a wall.
Okay.
Was it that new about the spot?
Well, I just knew I'd heard of it. I don't really know
Is there
specifically.
any grates
I,
or river or?
I'll use. Can I roll investigation?
Yes, you can.
Looking for it. Ugh, so good, but
Um, the brush underneath your feet has been disturbed. It looks like maybe somebody's walked around in the area recently.
okay.
Not
So
like a
like, is
clear
it?
path, but like there's some branches broken and so on and so forth.
Let's start using that. There's branches over here. Try looking around here. Or, like, does it look like it's for the ground, or it's just you said they've walked around here?
You can just tell that
Ground
there's been some foot traffic that's come through
traffic.
here recently. Yeah.
And I guess keep looking around. I don't know.
Sorry, I got sidetracked because I just saw the Discord chat. I wish I would have said that earlier because I am dying over here too, and I would have totally taken that time to like go. I can't hear it on my phone, so or on my desktop because OBS has it shut off for me. Does anybody else need to bio? Because I didn't realize that Nathan had snuck out to go
Sorry,
take a
I
bio.
would have said it, but I thought it would have helped.
I am gonna go take a bio since he snuck out, and then we'll come back and do a roll for what else do you see?
So I think I said tunnel. Did he say entrance or tunnel? Or I mean, I don't know if we're looking at the wall or we're looking at the underground
Just an old smuggler entrance on the west side.
entrance. Yeah, okay, so it could even just be through the wall somehow.
Could be a trap door that's covered with the weeds.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Are we going to be attacked by smugglers
I'd say it could just be a trap.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be.
using their entrance?
Well, I mean, if it's past midnight, can we just climb over the wall?
Hmm.
It's all a lie. I've been exposed. You can see my face. I don't have a hood on. It's not real. All right. Foot traffic. You said you wanted to roll another investigation.
Looking for trap doors or
Yep.
cracks
looking
in
for
the
something.
wall
Looking
or
for something.
something.
Skinny
Yeah, just keep
rolled,
getting
Vanny
worse.
rolled. Chris, can you go ahead and roll an investigation? Also,
Well, that was my
Galoon.
second one. So
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
good. But Galoon and Chris, just to be safe.
Woohoo! Nice.
All right, Bounty's the one who actually finds it, and it's not a sea thing. He senses there is a magical ward over there on the wall blocking
Ooh,
something.
say friend to enter.
You have a knock spell on your.
No, I don't. I sense some magical. Oh, this isn't good.
Yeah.
You're right. We might just be better off climbing a
Climb
wall.
over.
And you can't dispel it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, wouldn't know. I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would need like either knock or cancel magic or something like that to
Right.
be able to get rid of a ward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. So how do? If only maybe I should just try to get across the wall, maybe, and then you guys go in through the normal ways, because you guys should be able to get in no problem.
What is the word? Like, is it like what is he sensing? Like, is it a wall? Is it a lock? Is it an illusion to cover the space?
It's just there's a magical. I mean, there's no way for him to know that.
Like, just try walking into it. Like, touch it, see if it's really if it's an illusion or
Poke it with your
just something.
staff, man.
I do have
Yeah.
a Arcana skill that's supposed to checks your ability to recall lore about spells, magic items, symbols, magical traditions.
Roll an Arcana. Let's see if it gets high enough.
Beautiful. Oh, I know exactly, guys. I know exactly what this is and how to walk through it. Watch me.
Exactly.
Oh,
Please tell
never
me you
mind. I have no
All
idea what
right.
this is.
Oh, come on. Go with it. You're too proud to let anybody know how dumb you are, right?
No, I knew exactly what it was, and I
Yeah.
walked right into the wall, and I got a goose egg now. Fool of a toque.
We just try to
Awesome.
climb over.
Well, I'm saying I could try maybe going across up the wall, and you guys go in through the gate, so you're not attracting extra attention.
Yeah, we could boost you up.
Yeah, try to see if
Well,
there's.
maybe not me. I'm kind of short.
Yeah, I got.
Walls are about 30 feet high, so
Yeah. I've got rope, but I actually don't have a grappling hook.
it is rock. It's not like smooth faced. I mean, you definitely would be able to get finger holds and toe holds. The question is, how good's your climbing skill?
Not very good, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What's your strength? I mean, don't they do isn't it a athletic? What is it, an athletics check for
Isn't that
climbing?
Dex?
No,
Athletics or
I think
dex,
I think it's actually an athletics check if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you're right. Athletics is strength. Yeah.
No, if that's for like a sheer, it's saying like a sheer slippery cliff. It's not like it's more about difficult things.
Yeah, but I know we
Yeah.
always use like if you play like Pillars of Eternity and stuff, they use that for any sort of climbing or jumping or swimming activities. So we would just use an athletics roll. So you would need to make an athletics check once every 10 feet. So you would need to make 3 rolls on your way up.
Or what about acrobatics? No.
That's more for backflips and tightrope walking and things of that nature.
Yeah, chances are your athletics is as good as mine.
What's the difficulty check?
Don't roll bad. um, what is your strength here? And I'll tell you what your difficulty check is. Oh my
I got a
god.
-2.
You're a 7.
Yeah.
Because you're so weak. Um, yeah, that's like a 15.
Right. There's no way.
It's a 30. I mean, this is a fortress wall. I mean, it's not meant to be easy to climb
Right.
over.
Right.
Uh,
I mean, what if you guys maybe climb up and secure a rope down for him?
well, that'd probably be you. You have the highest. Oh no,
No,
that's
it's not strength.
it's
I
not
might be
strength.
able to. So in athletics to climb up.
Hmm Chris has a
Here,
plus.
before you try, or are you already
She's
going?
already trying. So she attempts and she gets about 10 feet up and falls and takes 1 point of damage. Chrisma, you could also
Okay.
attempt. Your athletics is pretty good to climb the wall.
Okay, but I don't know where.
It's on the
It's here.
athletics. Yeah.
Yeah, I find.
Okay. First, you make it up, no problem.
Yeah.
Go again. You need to roll 2 more times.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Roll 1 more time.
Is it gonna hurt if you fall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no. No.
Okay. Can I cast a spell on her?
Oh, she doesn't need it.
Oh,
No.
Nope,
Oh, look
she
at
oh,
that.
literally,
damn.
if you've
Oh,
ever seen
dang.
like those,
Spider.
yeah, if you've ever seen the professional rock climbers who do the competition, they're like shink, 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 and up the wall. That's what
Nice.
Krishma just did. She's like, I've been climbing ships,
Masts.
masts my whole life. This is not a
Yeah.
problem for me. And so
Wow.
she's up the
Nice.
wall, tied off a rope, and dropped it down for the rest of you to climb up.
That is
Nice.
amazing.
Just do
Amazing
it that way.
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Take a
Yay.
picture.
Captain
Captain or
Krishma.
captain.
Well done, Chris.
Thank you.
Did it
But
with
now
a
we get
knife
down the other
in your
side.
teeth, right? Like
Yeah, she did the whole thing with a knife in her teeth, like Captain Jack Sparrow. Like
Yeah.
her lucky bone knife. All right, so now everyone, I am just gonna roll a simple check for each person to see. I mean, you can tie yourself off and everything else, but let's see if anybody slips as they're going up. I'm gonna roll. Let's just go down the list. So we'll go bounty first. You get a little dinged on your way up. You fall a little bit, swing across the rope, slam into the wall,
Oh,
take 3 points of damage. Brock, does he make it up unscathed? He gets dinged up a little bit, and he takes 3 points of damage. And then we've got Galoon coming up. She is up fine with no issues. All right, you all are all up at the top of the wall. Now let's see if there's any patrols.
You didn't roll mine.
Oh, that's right, you're here too. I forgot. Sorry, Skinny.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're fine. You're fine. Skinny
Yay.
makes it up.
All right.
Fine. I knew I was missing a roll somewhere. It was because I rolled for Brock. All right, let's see if there's any patrols nearby. Nope, no patrols. So you make it up. It's about midnight. You drop down, and you're kind of over in the trees, over near the Balthus estate.
All right. I
Excuse
guess
me.
okay.
make our way to the
I
badger.
do we want to go down the wall? Probably, right? Not to get.
Well, I'm just assuming that you went
Yeah,
up
that's
and
what I
over
assumed
and
you
you're
went over.
down.
Yeah.
You
Down's
up
easier
and
than up.
over and down.
Okay.
So you're in the city walls. At this point, Chrisma is supposed to be at the ship.
Oh,
Oh, that morning.
We're pretty close to the trading company,
Yeah.
actually.
I guess we'll head straight there.
Should be
Then.
going straight
Yeah.
to the docks at this point.
Yeah.
Ship, yeah.
Straight to the ship. So is everyone going on the ship with Chrisma?
I think so. I am.
Is that the intent? Okay. So you guys make your way across town, and you arrive at the docks just as the early morning bell is being sounded, and a few moments as you get there, they're just starting to put out the last of the night torches. City guard is changing. Chrisma, your crew. We need to give your first. We need to come up with a name for your crew. Do you have any suggestions? Like, what would your first mate be called?
Mm,
Or do
don't
you
know.
care?
Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack.
Oh, no.
I'm just gonna say his name is Lars. Lars is an easy name.
Ryan.
Lars.
Ryan.
Okay, Ryan's another good one.
Yeah.
All right, let's just use Ryan. Ryan, is he
Mhm.
is he sea elf, half elf, or human? Do you want to roll for it?
Okay.
Roll
Yeah.
a d6. So 1, 2, he's a sea elf. 3, 4, he's a half elf. 5, 6, he's a human.
The way ships work in this world, wouldn't you want to see elf as a first mate, though?
Yeah, I thought you said they had to kind of
It's
be
not a sea elf
seasonal.
vessel though.
Oh, okay.
Right, it's internal of it still.
Yeah, it's just a human ship that you guys got out of Parthona on your way out.
Mm,
We commandeered it.
Yeah,
right.
Go ahead and roll a 6, Chris.
pretty much whoever was less drunk is on the crew.
So he's a
Doesn't.
human.
So,
Okay.
okay.
So you arrive at the ship,
He-
and Ryan, your first mate, salutes you as he sees you down below. Captain Crispa, how goes it?
Uh, everything is good, so we have work to do.
Yes, ma'am. Work for sure. The Fuwar Trading Company was here last night confirming, and they said they were going to be here this morning. And as you're conversing, you see the wagons rolling up from the coming up to the end of the docks. It is time to start loading up the Silver Trident. How many crew members do you have on your ship? Let's say you've got 8.
8. Okay. 8. Mhm.
Okay, 8 crew members on the ship. Did we have a name for your contact?
Mm,
Yep, Terrell
there.
Castel. Terrell Castel was your contact at the Fuwar Trading Company. Terrell is here driving one of the wagons, and he rolls up, gives you all a hearty greeting. Almost didn't make it. Had a little bit of a hiccup with the wagons this morning, but we're here, we're here. How fares everyone?
Pretty much the same. We're here.
All right, well, let's get this loaded before the church decide to make another stupid patrol. They've been being a little anal retentive about the checkpoints recently and checking everything. I'd like to get back before they decide that they want to run another one on what we're loading. So let's go. So they spend the next hour um, loading the ship. Just gonna roll really quick to see if we get any interference. No.
No.
Very quick, smooth operation. He brought half a dozen guys, the 8 members of Chris's crew, and they get the ship loaded up very quickly. And within the hour, you're done. Everything's getting locked down. There is an aide who comes up and has a waybill that you need to sign, Chris, which is the manifest for what you are carrying. So
Mhm.
you sign it, he stamps it, he gives you a copy, which you will need to present to the dockmaster in White Cliff when you get there. Um, Skinny and Bounty and Galoon, there are some cabins. Well, they're going to be tight quarters, but you can get sorted out. Some of the crew will kind of shuffle around a little bit so that you guys can have some quarters. But it's going to be a few days trip up the coast, about 5 days. So we're going to roll really quick. Actually, what time is
Yeah.
it? 8:40. What's that, Skinny?
Before we go, like it does make sense, right, for most of us to go with the ship. I'm assuming more danger will be with the ship than that you guys investigating the albatross when they get in. Does that make sense, folks?
Think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right then.
Yeah, so saying, if everybody wants to go, they can all go. If anyone wants to stay behind, they can
Right.
stay behind. But it's going to be a
I was-
5-day trip there and a 5-day trip back.
I was to say the only one that I mean that's up to her, but Galoon, since she has her business.
Yeah, with the tavern and yeah.
Being taken care of.
Moira is awesome.
Yeah.
He was going to be running it when I opened another tavern somewhere
That's
else.
true.
And
Right.
the question is, did
I just hope Moira doesn't get
Parthana.
sick or something.
wonder what Georgie's been up to while you've been gone for the last week. We'll find out when you get back. Your crazy cousin that showed up,
George.
Georgie the dwarven cousin. You never
Yeah.
know. The dice could have him doing something crazy. This is probably a good stopping point. We're about 20 minutes out from our normal cutoff point, I think. But I don't want to get like into the ship journey and have the dice dictate that
Something happens.
something happens because that would be a really bad place to cut off. So this is probably a good point to stop because we've got everybody sort of in a safe environment, to so to speak. We've got Thamius and Bim in the cave. Somebody is obviously there. Should be back soon because there's actually provisions in a bag, and there's sign that someone's been there the last day or so doing hunting. Sorry.
Outdoor shopping. Yeah.
Yeah, outdoor shopping in the
That's
woods.
how I do my hunting at the grocery store. So anyway.
um, Thamius is feeling a little bit better, still a little ragged, but you'll by the time you've had a good night's sleep, you should be back to normal the following morning, assuming you don't have any bad dreams. Um, Meanwhile, everybody else, you got safely back into the city. You got to the ship. It's been loaded up. You've got your paperwork, and you are shipping rum and tobacco off to White Cliff, up the coast 5 days, and then back. And then when we get back, we'll be figuring out what happens in the cave, and then what happens with Silver Trident on the way to the city and back again. So for everyone who followed along tonight, thanks so much for hanging out, for being here live. If you happen to be someone who's new or you're watching this after the fact, every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central, we are here. You can also check us out on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Nathan and myself do the Catch of the Day podcast. And then on Mondays, I try to do world building on Mondays. I haven't done the last 2 Mondays because I've been outdoors trying to build while there's sun. And it's about to start raining again. So, yeah, we'll see. In the meantime, if you're watching this after the fact over on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can continue to get updates. These go live on YouTube at 11 a.m. Central. We just dropped the 8th episode of our How to Build a Point and Click Game in Unreal, featuring Bim, aka Idrildor, doing the 8th episode of what we're doing to build our point and click game, An Adventurer's Tale, which is set in the same world as this campaign. So you can check that out. Don't forget to check out patreon.com/wandering hermits for all the juicy stuff. And if you want to support all the people seated at this table, the easiest way to do that here on Twitch is to drop a subscription, drop bits, however you feel comfortable supporting the channel to help everybody out and support as we continue to grow and build. Thanks so much for being here. I'll let everybody sign off for the night. Thank you all for joining us.
I know.
Bye, all. Good night.
Night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Yes.
Bye. See you next Sunday.